Let's get to tasting, dude.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Cheers.
It's such a fun color.
Yeah, dude.
It's a thick boy too. Oh man. Oh buddy.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Welcome back, everyone, to an exciting new edition of the Sunday Sips podcast on the Tales, Ales, and Trails channel. I'm your boy, Kyle. That's your other boy,
Nick.
In the flesh. We're here with a local brewery, one of our faves, one of our guys. This is a new beer that I'm kind of really excited to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brand new brewery that is coming out with all sorts of new stuff.
Yeah.
It is, I'll just launch it. It's from Paradise Brew Werks. We've already done Dankstrata, I believe.
We did Dankstrata a while ago, actually, right? Kind of right in the beginning for them.
Right.
We found that beer, and that, quite honestly, Paradise Brew Werks is kind of the start of how the Tales, Ales, and Trails podcast came to be.
True.
Because if you remember, we reviewed the Dankstrata. Paradise Brew Werks saw the review. They loved what they saw. Invited us to a special tasting for a new beer release that they were going to be doing. I believe it might have been Ridge Cookies. I'm not sure. And from there, it was the tasting at Cheers Chico. We met our good friend Gary, and kind of the rest is history. We schemed up this idea to start telling really inspiring stories from within the craft beer industry.
Right.
Got to talk to Ken Grossman from Sierra Nevada. Got to talk to Humble Sea Brewing. Got to talk to all kinds of different folks, a lot of which are still yet to be released.
Right.
And Paradise Brew Werks, really, at the end of the day, was kind of the foundation for that. Was the jumping off point for us.
He invited us to that. We met Gary, and then we met Ken.
Because at that point, we were still only just doing beer reviews. And they were fun, but we weren't
still doing them.
We were definitely still doing them, but we weren't exploring that side of things, if you will.
Right.
So we owe a lot to Paradise Brew Werks and to Jason Piper, owner of PBW, if you will.
And if you guys want to check out, we did an interview with Jason.
Yeah.
It's up on our YouTube, so if you're really interested in that.
By this time, it'll probably be up on our Spotify, too. I've been working hard on trying to get all of our episodes backlogged onto Spotify, so if you're a Spotify user and you're not really a YouTube person, you can check them out there.
Yeah, if you listen to us on like a commute or something like that.
Yeah, but you're gonna want the video. Trust me, you're gonna want to see it because that's where all the fun stuff happens.
Right. Not our ugly mugs.
No, but the rest of it. Yeah.
Ambiance, yeah. But this is from Paradise Brew Werks. This is called Jaspy Juice, and these are not their traditional or labeled containers. Just because I think this beer is so new.
Yeah, super new.
Yeah, this was filled on 9/24, so that's today.
That's the day that we're reviewing this. We got them fresh, so.
6.7 ABV. I'm gonna read you a little description about it. So it's a New England IPA, single hazy, innovation forward. Smells like a big bag of weed.
Ooh.
Hey. Drinks like a tangerine, pineapple, and ripe mango creamsicle, and then goes right back to a big bag of weed. Pure, creamy, dank, delicious.
I love it. That's such a fun description. So
this description that I have, the IBUs are not on the can, and if they are, I didn't see them. Don't look at them.
I'm not going to look.
But I'm going to have Nick guess again. I say we crack it.
You do love the IBU guessing game, don't you?
I love it, man.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Crisp.
Oh.
Crisp, dude. Automatically, what I'm seeing, very hazy.
Yeah.
New England.
And the
IPA.
smell from here, dude. The smell.
I can smell.
Yeah.
It smells like a big bag of weed.
Got a lot of head on that. That's okay.
I think we got got about the same.
All right. We actually just came from Paradise Brew Werks. Had a great conversation with Jason. And then kind of told him flat up, like, hey, we're going to be reviewing one of your beers on the podcast. If there's a beer you have right now in the lineup, which one should it be? And he pointed to Jaspy. He just thinks it's such a unique flavor, and it brings something to the table that maybe other hazies in the area might not.
Right.
Not saying it's better or worse, but just it's a different
He plugged
flavor.
The innovation.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
what he did with this, which
and-
I'm excited to try. By the time you guys are watching this, the Rocktoberfest event that they just did will have come and gone.
Yeah.
If you went to it, please just tell us how.
Yeah, let us know how it went.
Because unfortunately, because of other plans that we had,
some prior commitments. Yeah,
we weren't able to attend, but we'll be there next year.
Yeah, of course. Sure. Yeah, and I do love how, it's obviously a major bummer that Sierra Nevada is no longer doing its Oktoberfest event. It was such an iconic part of fall in Chico. But so many places in and around town are trying to fill that void. Yes. Downtown Chico is doing its own Oktoberfest event. Paradise Brew Werks, obviously. I think most of the breweries in town are doing some kind of Oktoberfest
some sort of
celebration.
Thing, yeah.
I think Ramble West is doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool to see them. Obviously people love that kind of festivity, and they're creating options to kind of fill that void where Sierra Nevada once was. So, right. Bit of a bummer for Sierra Nevada. I mean, yeah. I was hoping they would do something, and the most that they've done is release their standard Oktoberfest, which is a very good beer. We'll probably review that at some point because each and every year they do a different collaboration with a German brewery. So this year's Oktoberfest is different from last year's Oktoberfest.
Also hoping that this is a gap year.
Yeah.
And they're working on
something special.
Yeah.
Because really all they've done is release that Oktoberfest and release a non-alcoholic version of Oktoberfest, which is cool. I like the idea for someone who might be doing a sober October or anything like that. But it really doesn't fill the void of the real deal.
It doesn't feel the same.
No.
And hoping in years to come that we'll be more satiated with, other events, whether it be Sierra Nevada or other breweries.
Yeah, so, definitely. Yeah. Thick boy, too. Oh, man. Oh, buddy.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Oh. So I think we can peel back the curtain just a tiny bit here. When we did the interview with Jason for the Tales, Ales, and Trails podcast, we got a taste of Jaspy right from the tank. And it wasn't all the way done yet, but it was close.
This is different.
And I would say this taste is a little bit different. I think most of the components are there, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more refined.
It's more refined.
Yeah.
That's the word I was going to use. Was everything's there, the notes are there, but they're a little more pronounced. I feel like he perfected it, which, when you're working with beer, as we've said on previous episodes, it kind of is an art and a science at the same time. Science art. And he really perfected this.
Yeah.
This is it. The description does it complete justice.
For sure.
Bag of weed.
Yeah,
at the start.
100%.
Full hoppy, weedy flavor on the front note, and then it does hint all those fruits. I'm not tasting all the fruits he listed, but it does just taste like it gives like a tropical fruity vibe.
I would agree.
And then it does go back to the like weedy taste.
I loved that description before I even tasted this iteration of the beer.
Right.
Just because it was so vivid, and it kind of when you think of a bag of weed, you know how that smells. Hopefully, you don't know how that tastes. Come on. We're all law-abiding citizens. But it's the imagery there helped you kind of relate to what this beer is gonna taste like, and it fits really nicely.
Well, if you don't know what a bag of weed tastes or smells like,
no one should know what it tastes like.
Drink this beer, and you will know.
There you go.
On the front note and on the back note, I'm really impressed that the description does nail it. Going weed, fruit, weed.
Yeah.
Or weedy.
Correct.
Weed.
Correct.
It does jump and then jump again, because when you swallow and the residuals in your mouth, it's only that like kind of weedy flavor, which is kind of nice. Other hazies tend to oversaturate my palate with a lot of the fruit, especially like the heavier hazies. And I don't know for you, but I tend, if I drink too much of it, like tend to get burnt out, and I want to go towards,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
my Mexican lager or something like that.
That's fair.
But this could get really really nice.
The word that keeps coming back to me is palatable. I mean, it's
Yeah.
got such flavor, but at the same time, it's such a easy drinking beer.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really hard combination to nail, and I think this is nailing it really well. You want to do some plugs before we rate?
Sure.
I feel like
I will
that's.
say before we do this,
Please.
it is bubbly. Excuse me. 6.7 kind of nails it. It
On the ABV, yeah.
It tastes and feels like a 6.7. We've had other beers that say something and feel differently.
Right.
This kind of nails it. Excuse me again. I would want you, before you plug, to guess the IBU.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I feel like I'm going to be so off.
It's going to trick you.
I'm going to be so off. I want to go lower rather than higher.
Sure.
I want to go 27 on the IBU.
You're off.
By a lot?
No. 37.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
7.
That's not bad.
But yeah, 37, and I feel like it gives that bump because of that like piney, hoppy, weedy flavor.
A little bit. Yeah. I can see that.
But those fruity notes are definitely right in the middle.
Yeah.
Especially when you're washing it over your tongue as you go to swallow.
Right.
You really get hit with that fruit, and I'm very impressed
that
it doesn't present right at first.
Yeah.
And then it presents on the back end.
Yeah.
I've said it 3 times already, reiterated it, but it's very impressive.
No, it really is. And, he made the right call. I mean, this is a different tasting hazy than the other offerings in the area. I don't know if it's, we'll talk about it in the ratings. I don't know if it's necessarily the best hazy, but it certainly is one of the most unique.
100%.
I do. Yeah, well, let's do some plugs. By the time this episode comes out, the latest episode that'll have dropped on the Tales, Ales, and Trails podcast is with the band Wilder. As of this recording, it's doing really well on the long form, partially because it's a fantastic discussion. I mean, we get to talk to these 4 guys who really have a true passion for the music they're making. They love making that music together as a band. They've got really great support in the Red Bluff community. And we got to hear 2 original songs from them, which was pretty darn special. Getting to be there for that. And I think really what shines to me is really that passion. Like they all love making music, and they love collaborating together to make something that people enjoy. So check that out. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on our website, talesdalesandtrails.wordpress.com. Of course, you knew that. If you want to dig a little deeper, we've got some really great episodes on there. It all starts with Ken Grossman, Sierra Nevada. We've said that before. We'll say it many times again. Incredibly grateful to be able to talk to basically the godfather of craft beer.
Our North
Star. We interviewed Humble Sea Brewing, Nick Pavlina, Chico State graduate, super nice guy. Really a brewery that's doing things in a incredibly innovative fashion. And getting to talk to them was really cool. West Peak Sparkling Spirits. Thank you. Great conversation with them, another Santa Cruz-based entity. Got to talk about the idea that they're trying to bring personality back to the canned cocktail, the hard seltzer space, that kind of area. And then we've branched out a little bit. We got to talk to a mountain biker, a professional mountain biker, a Chico State graduate, Brian Kennedy, BKXC. That's still to this day our most watched podcast. Really fantastic discussion about mountain biking, about his passion for it, and kind of what drives him to continue to find some of the best trails in the world to ride. So check all that out. The new episode that I can plug, since this is coming out just before it, our conversation with Ben from Last Insider. And Ben is a guy that we're friends with. I mean, cards on the table. We are good friends with Ben. We've known him for a number of years. Fantastic guy. We sat down with him for really a great conversation about his love of cider and kind of how he came into that side of things. And also an honest discussion about, the challenges that face not just craft cider, but craft beer, craft spirits, craft alcohol in general in 2025. People are drinking less than they ever have before for a variety of reasons. And while, that may have some health benefits, it really is taking a toll on the companies, the organizations, the brands that we know and love. So it is an honest discussion, and we appreciate him being super honest about that. It's totally a great conversation to listen to. I think Ben from All Access Designs, Ben Moda, different Ben, who has been so instrumental in this podcast for us, took probably the best photo of a dog that I've ever seen in my life, of Hazel.
Yeah.
Of Hazel. That was such a fantastic photo. We'll put a photo of Hazel on our Instagram probably.
Yeah.
As part of the promo for the video. Yeah. Because it really is a photo that should be celebrated. It's
so good.
I don't know if I've ever seen a better picture of a dog. It's so good. It's so good.
And Nick has 3 dogs. They're out here with us right now. And,
yeah.
And we've taken great photos.
Yeah. They're all very photogenic, not as photogenic as Hazel.
Good.
This is so good.
I think it speaks to Ben Moda's camera work.
Yeah, for sure. But Ben Nielsen, Last Insider, stay tuned for that this Wednesday. Really looking forward to you guys being able to hear that and hear about, he's doing a different take on cider. It's more of a dry cider. It's a different flavor than you might be used to in the quote-unquote big box cider companies.
I would say a more natural.
Cider. Natural is a very good way to describe it.
Which is honestly better, man.
Yeah.
It's such a good
and
cider.
he's been such a great partner in the community. He's done stuff with Secret Trail before they closed down for a long time. He's always at all community events, Thursday night markets. He's a big player in co-ed Tuesday night softball league for Card, Chico area recreational district. Stay tuned for that. It'll be a really fun episode, an honest episode, but a fun one.
Yeah. Let's get to rating.
Let's do it.
I'll go first.
Please. Apparently I did way too much talking because I have a lot of beer to drink.
I was gonna tap the table and tell you to drink while I did this. As for this, New England IPA, a hazy, it hits the point.
Yeah.
It is one of my more favorite ones that we've tasted, just because it hits on the description everything that it said. And it also nails that ABV feel. I feel like that's kind of really important to me personally. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Okay.
I really want to drink this all the time.
By the way, sorry for anybody listening. There's someone at my doorbell, and they rang the doorbell. So we're good.
I didn't even hear it.
No.
I want to drink this all the time. 8.5. I want this on our next camping trip.
Yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen. I feel like we know a guy that can help us make that happen.
Yeah. Jason, help us out. But yeah, dude, it's superb.
Yeah,
it's so good. The AB or the IBUs, 37. It presents very well, mouthfeel and just like body feel wise as I'm drinking it. I can see myself drinking this in the sun. Probably not too many of these. The weather this year is starting to cool off
a little bit, yeah.
And I'm getting a little reminiscent of the summer feel, but I can still see myself drinking these on the lake or something. Probably not too many, just because it's hazy.
Yeah.
Not anything negative about the beer itself, but just the hazy aspect of it. But I would definitely want to start a session with a couple of these. So I think 8.5 for me, dude. It's spectacular.
I do like how you frame the review in terms of talking about where you would drink this,
Yeah.
what environment fits it best.
Honestly,
I think that's really key. You know, it's a nice part of what we do, and
Right.
you're very good at doing that. I don't touch on that as much anymore, but you're keeping it strong, and I like that.
before you continue, as the colder weather, comes back, this is perfect.
Dude, I love
This
a
is
great hazy
perfect.
in cold weather.
October, Halloween's coming around.
Like people usually say, "Oh, you gotta drink a stout when it's cold.
Oh, I will.
Warm it up." And of course we will. But I love a good hazy
Yeah.
when it's a little chilly out. There's nothing like it.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Pork and this? Yeah,
Why
trust
not?
me.
Why not both?
Trust me. Okay, 8.5 for you.
8.5.
8.5 is really good.
It's high.
It's really good. And I think I'm gonna surprise you just slightly, because historically, when we reviewed a hazy, I will usually go a little bit higher than you just
Right.
because of my affinity for hazies. I love a hazy IPA. So I'm going to go just slightly below. I'm going to go 8.25. I think it's a great hazy.
You guys can't see my hands, but when he said it, I was going 2.5.
Yeah.
I knew you were going
Yeah,
right under.
I think it's a great hazy. I think the challenge with this is that it's a hazy in a community that is dominated
Yes.
by some of the best hazies you can drink. And Jason is 100% right. This is a different hazy
Completely.
than anything you can get in the community. And I think it deserves a lot of credit for that. Is it the best hazy, though? I think that's the tough call. And I know how passionate he is about this beer and how much he loves it, and I love it.
Yes.
And I think an 8.25 is representative of that.
Yeah.
But I think about the Sierra Nevada hazy little thing, which we have not reviewed yet.
No.
But
Garage Dweller.
I do think about the Farmer's Garage Dweller,
That
which
is
are
your- that is
which
your
are kind of
favorite.
my two, like, these are the
Yeah.
hazies to beat. And the flavor profile of those is just, for my taste buds, a little bit more preferential to this one, which it's all subjective.
I love that you just said that, because as you were talking about it, I was thinking any beer typically that we rate on Sunday Sips above an 8, we're enamored with.
Yeah, it's a fantastic beer.
We love it.
If you're
right?
getting an 8 or above, you are top tier
But
when it
then-
comes to beers.
But then the differential from an 8 to 10 perspective,
Right.
comes from personal.
Really comes down to
personal
a
preference.
subjective
Yeah.
level.
If
right.
you're above an 8, you're in.
You're
in
a
that
great beer.
1%.
Yeah.
Immediately, you're in the S tier.
Yeah.
And then everything that we rate, in that value comes down to personal
Yeah,
preference.
for sure. I like that. I like that.
Everything above an 8, you need to go to the store. You need to buy. You need to go to Paradise Brew Works and buy it.
Yeah, you get this Jaspy juice while it lasts.
So good.
Jason has been very adamant about the idea that he's going to have a rotating tap list. He's going to be experimental and innovative. He's going to try new things. So the Jaspy juice that's available right now may not be available in a month or two.
Yeah.
So if you have the opportunity, if you're in the area, come grab it. That is something I wanted to touch on quickly, is that, for a new brewery in town, and maybe we're biased because we've gotten to collaborate with him pretty frequently, but
Just 'cause
you
we
couldn't
get to see
have
him.
you couldn't have a nicer guy
Yeah.
in terms of what he brings to the table, his passion for it, what he's trying to do in this community, which is, in a sense, maintain some of the legacy that Secret Trail had as being a great community hub,
Right.
but also do his own thing and create beers that are really innovative and unique to whatever else is offered in this area. So
And unique to his passion about
yeah,
everything he wants
Yeah.
to put out. It's just one of those things, man. Like people kind of like like No More Secret Trail. I get it. We love Secret Trail.
oh
but
yeah,
It's either Paradise Brew Works or kind of nothing. And
Yeah.
I definitely put Paradise Brew Works.
for sure.
Like, they're coming out with all this new great stuff, and honestly, he's putting his best foot forward and
Yeah.
putting out an awesome vibe. for the community.
For sure. And we're going to wrap this up, but I do want to say that all of the, like, without question, all of the breweries, all of the entities that we've gotten to talk to in the community have been nothing but fantastic, kind,
Very
welcoming, and that's been really heartwarming in terms of, like, you know, we're making this because we want to tell cool stories about inspiring people. And we recognize that that's not always going to be the case, but so far in this community, time after time after time, we've been met with people who are kind, who are gracious, who are really dedicated to what they do,
passionate.
and that shows in the final product. So
We
it's
knew-
been really cool.
We knew our community was great, and we've seen that it's better.
Yeah,
than what
we've
we
gotten
initially
some
thought.
entirely new perspectives on it,
Yes.
and I really appreciate that. But
man.
all right,
That's a good note.
yeah, I love
Cheers,
that.
buddy.
Oh yeah,
8.5, 8.25. Go to Paradise Brew Works and get this beer. You will not be disappointed.
no,
Yeah, man. Super good beer. We got nothing left. Don't forget, you crack one for us, we'll crack one for you.
cheers.
Take care.